What happens when the world's most powerful momager suddenly feels overshadowed by something as innocent as puppy love? In a house where drama reigns supreme, where relationships are magnified under the blinding spotlight of celebrity, could Kris Jenner, the matriarch of the Kardashian-Jenner empire, find herself growing jealous not of another woman, but of Corey Gamble's affection for something far more unexpected? This is not a simple love story. It's a tale of rivalry, attention, and the emotional undercurrents hidden beneath the polished veneer of one of Hollywood's most famous households. Tonight, we step behind the cameras, beyond the headlines, and into the heart of a very personal storm. Kris Jenner grows jealous over Corey Gamble's puppy love. The story begins in the sprawling Calabasas mansion Kris calls home. At first glance, it is a sanctuary of opulence, glittering chandeliers, endless marble floors, a constant rhythm of assistants coming and going. But tucked within the luxury is something far more ordinary, something relatable, the dynamics of love and jealousy. While millions may envy Kris Jenner's empire, her family's fame, and her carefully cultivated persona, even she cannot escape the simplest of human emotions. The tension unfolds quietly at first, subtle glances and small remarks that hint at a storm brewing beneath the surface. Corey Gamble, Kris's longtime partner, has always been known for his calm demeanor. He is loyal, attentive, and often a grounding presence in a family known for its larger-than-life personalities. But when Corey's attention begins to shift, even just slightly, Kris notices, and it is not another woman, nor a scandal, nor a betrayal that competes for his gaze. It is something pure, unassuming, and disarmingly sweet. A puppy. Corey Gamble's puppy love, as innocent as it may seem, becomes the spark for a clash no one saw coming. The cameras capture it. Corey cradling the puppy in his arms. Eyes soft, laughter easy. Kris watches her expression, betraying just a flicker of something deeper. To the outside observer, it may appear trivial. After all, what is jealousy in the face of a puppy's charm? But for Kris Jenner, a woman who has built her identity on being the center of attention, Corey's newfound obsession feels strangely threatening. It's not about the puppy itself, it's about what the puppy represents: a diversion, a distraction, a love that does not include her. The documentary lens lingers on Kris as she navigates these emotions. In confessionals, her words are carefully chosen, but her tone reveals more than she intends. She speaks of Corey's kindness, his gentle way with the puppy. But beneath it lies the unspoken. Why is he not looking at me with the same devotion? For decades, Kris Jenner has commanded attention with effortless authority, her family's empires built under her management, her presence dominating every room. Yet here, in this quiet domestic struggle, she is confronted with a different kind of rival, one that she cannot outmaneuver with contracts, negotiations, or strategic planning. Corey Gamble's puppy love becomes a mirror, reflecting Kris's vulnerabilities back at her. She is reminded of the fragile balance in relationships, the need for reassurance, and the inevitability of shifting dynamics. The jealousy that simmers within her grows not out of malice, but out of fear of being left behind. Fear of losing the intimacy that binds her to Corey. Fear that she is no longer enough. The narrative begins to paint Kris not as the cold, calculating businesswoman the public sometimes assumes, but as a woman wrestling with the same insecurities that millions of others face in their private lives. As the weeks unfold, this subtle tension escalates into moments too significant to ignore. Viewers witness the gentle tug-of-war between Kris and the puppy, each vying for Corey's attention in their own ways. Kris might tease Corey about his new best friend, but her humor has an edge, sharp with the truth of how she feels. The more Corey dotes on the puppy, walking it, feeding it, even pausing mid-conversation to check on it, the more Kris Jenner grows jealous. Her frustration builds, spilling into conversations with her daughters. They laugh at first, dismissing it as just another quirky Kris moment. But as her comments grow more pointed, even they begin to realize the depth of her unease. The documentary-style narration peels back the layers. This is not just about Corey Gamble's puppy love. This is about Kris Jenner, a woman whose life has been defined by control, suddenly grappling with something uncontrollable. She cannot direct the puppy's gaze, cannot schedule its affection, cannot orchestrate Corey's bond with it. The very nature of love, raw and unfiltered, leaves her unsettled. It forces her to confront the possibility that she is not always the center of Corey's world. In quiet moments, the cameras capture Kris alone, her face softening, her voice quieter. She reflects on her past decades of relationships, marriages, and motherhood. She remembers times when jealousy crept in before, the ways it tested her, the ways it shaped her resilience. And now, as she faces Corey's devotion to this puppy, she admits, almost reluctantly, that it feels familiar. It is not the first time she has felt this way, and it will not be the last. But it is raw, it is real, and it is undeniably human. Corey, for his part, seems blissfully unaware at first. His puppy love is genuine, uncomplicated, born from the joy of companionship. He does not see the storm brewing beside him until Kris finally voices her frustration. The confrontation, though not explosive, is laced with vulnerability. Kris admits that she feels left out, that she misses their closeness, that she cannot help but feel overshadowed. It is a startlingly honest moment, one that strips away the glamour and reveals the heartbeat of their relationship. What follows is not simply resolution, but evolution. Corey listens. He reassures her. He reminds her that his love for her is unwavering, that the puppy is not a replacement, but an addition to their lives. And slowly, cautiously, Kris begins to soften. The jealousy that once consumed her starts to transform. She learns to share Corey's affection, to embrace the joy that the puppy brings, to see it not as a rival, but as a new member of their world. Yet, the echoes of that jealousy linger, a reminder that even in the grandest of mansions, even under the brightest of spotlights, the simplest emotions can unravel us. The narrative does not shy away from highlighting the irony. Kris Jenner, the mastermind of celebrity culture, the woman who has orchestrated careers, negotiated multi-million-dollar deals, and maintained her status at the pinnacle of fame, finds herself undone by something as pure as puppy love. It is a story that humanizes her, that bridges the gap between her and the audience. Because who among us has not felt the sting of jealousy, the fear of being left out, the longing for reassurance? As the documentary draws to a close, we are left with a lasting image. Kris Jenner sitting beside Corey, the puppy nestled between them. Her hand rests lightly on Corey's arm, her expression softer now. The jealousy may not have vanished entirely, but it has been tempered by understanding. She has faced her insecurities and chosen to move forward with grace. And though the cameras fade, the story lingers, a reminder that behind the fame, behind the power, Kris Jenner is still a woman navigating the complexities of love and attention. In the end, Kris Jenner grows jealous over Corey Gamble's puppy love. But what she gains from the experience is far more significant. She discovers that love is not a finite resource, that affection shared does not mean affection lost, and that even in moments of insecurity, vulnerability can strengthen the bonds we cherish most. This is not just a tale of jealousy. It is a portrait of resilience, intimacy, and the humanity that resides even within the most glamorous of lives.